Hi everyone, this is Meenakshi Ramesh from tapyawaytohealing.com. Today's topic is tapping on resistance. Before I started making this video, before I joined you all live, I went and looked up the definition of resistance. So there were different definitions given, in terms of physics, science, and so there are different definitions that Google gave. So we can look it up just in case if you want to refresh your science lessons, high school, middle school science lessons. But to put it very precisely, resistance is something, we are opposing something. We are opposing something or someone or from happening, just non-acceptance. I look at it, my definition of resistance is more of non-acceptance. So in EFT, it's very helpful to tap on resistances that we have. Sometimes you tap and tap and tap, and if you don't see any movement, any shift happening, then practitioners always say tap on the resistance. So what do I mean by that? Sometimes the resistance can be very conscious, like you are aware that you are resisting it. Sometimes it can be very unconscious, that you are not aware. It's really deep, hidden in our subconscious mind, and we don't realize that we have been resistant to it. So tapping on the resistance sometimes can create some opening, some movement in the healing process. In order to, I don't know if I'm going to do some tapping, but to explain it better, when you want to tap on any resistance, look within you, look inside you. What is it that you are resisting about yourself? Are you resisting yourself? Are you resisting the way you show up in the world? Are you resisting some qualities, some characteristics in you? And look around you. Are you resisting something that you see in your family members, your friends? Are you resisting something that's happening in the world? Do you feel that if this situation changes, then I would feel better? Then then I would change. That is what is affecting me. So do you feel? Do you get triggered by the circumstances and people and actions and behaviors of others? So when you are not able to accept things as they are, that is most of the time that is resistance. That is, when I say resistance, it's not, I'm not saying this in like in a judgmental, punitive way that, oh, you are resisting that, but it is in a subtle way, it is resistance. So acceptance is very hard. If we are able to accept ourselves, the people around us, the experiences that we have on a day-to-day basis, if we are able to accept everything as they are, then we will all be real enlightened human beings. But tapping on the resistance can really create some movement, and eventually that will open a way for us to for the acceptance to take place. So I just want to show you how a resistance tapping can be done. So you can pick anything that you want to tap on, anything that you feel that you're aware that you're resisting. Like I said, it could be an individual, their actions, behaviors, or it could be something that's within you that you're resisting. That is the saying, right? That what you resist always persists. When we resist something, it'll always be persisting. So let's just tap on that. Even though I feel resistant to this, you can fill in the blank. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm very conscious that I am resisting this, I love and accept myself. Even though I'm aware that what I resist will always persist, I'm open to acknowledging this resistance. all this resistance towards this situation. All this resistance towards accepting people as they are. All this resistance towards acknowledging my emotions. All this resistance towards acknowledging other people's feelings and emotions. All this resistance towards letting go. All this resistance towards accepting and loving myself. All this resistance towards accepting my family and friends as they are. All this resistance towards things that are happening around me. I wonder, who would I be if I release and let go of this conscious and unconscious resistance? I wonder what possibilities will open up for me if I accept that I am resisting. I wonder if I'm just resisting all of this unconsciously. I'm willing to be open to releasing any conscious or unconscious resistance that I may have towards people, towards myself, and towards things that happen around me all the time. What I resist always persists. I'm willing to give myself permission to letting go of this resistance that I see consciously, and sometimes that I resist is always unconscious. Stop tapping, take a breath. I hope this was helpful. In fact, when you begin your tapping, when you're tapping on your own, you can always do a single round on the resistance that you have towards that issue. Because the very fact that you have an issue that you want to work on or tap on shows that it is, there is some resistance there, or else you would have just gone past that block and you would have overcome that issue by the time you decide to tap. So it's already would have happened. The change or transformation would have taken place. So that in itself it's an indication that, there is some resistance at a subtle level. So once again, I hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Beth, for joining me again. Always good to see you here. Feel free to tap along as many times as you want for the resistance. And I will meet you all again tomorrow with another video. Bye for now. Take good care.